Children underperforming on purpose is quite a common phenomenon. We will be sharing with you 4 of such cases. We took 3 years to figure out the first child. This child was clearly intelligent. His younger 2 siblings were world-class in their passion. By world-class, I mean that they win worldwide competitions. Being siblings, this child should not be too different from them. Yet, he handed in low-quality work. This child then got diagnosed with ADHD. So we applied ADHD strategies and put him on vitamins and a special diet. It only worked for a while. When those no longer worked, we used every other strategy we could think of to help him focus. But nothing worked. One day, this child was caught stealing something from his brother. Finally, we put 2 and 2 together. That was when we knew this child was jealous. This eldest boy had figured out that whenever he underperformed, his mother had to spend more time with him. Doing too well in school meant that he would get less time with his mother. Now that we have figured out his behavior, we adjusted the parenting strategies. His mother started to give him one special afternoon every week to make up for the time lost, whenever she brought his other 2 siblings to overseas competitions. This child was so smart that he figured out we had something to do with his mother spending more time with him. So, he tried to get us to advise his mother to spend even more time with him. He always included an irritating little brother in his English compositions. We got that he felt neglected, but there is a limit beyond which it becomes unfair to take a parent's time away from another sibling, right? His mother also started to look stressed out. She was almost whining when she confided in us that she spends a lot of time with this child on his schoolwork, more than the time she spends with her other children. So we ignored his mischief and focused on giving technical feedback about his compositions. This child did not want to give up. In his effort to get his mother to spend more time with him, he underperformed even more seriously. Now, if we rewarded him for being a damsel in distress, he could grow up into an adult who lives his life expecting handouts from his parents. These adults will do badly on purpose to continue this pattern of,
"If you love me, you will help me. If you love me, you will give me."
So, we did the opposite and expelled him from our center. In the boy's presence, we told the whole family that this child should only get attention when he performed well. After that, this child performed exceptionally well. We took 7 months to figure out the second child. She hid her intelligence so well that we really thought she had poor higher order thinking. She stared at easy questions for a very long time. Her answers were strange and she made illogical connections. We only found out that she was intelligent because of her love to lead. She adores bossing others around. She could lead children and influence adults very well. Unfortunately for her, in our classes, to be picked as a leader, they must first master the academic material faster than the others. Leaders had to learn strategies to influence and lead, on top of the academic material. So, learning leadership is extra cognitive load. So, as long as this child underperformed, we would never choose her to lead. The metamorphosis was amazing. When she unleashed her intelligence, even we were taken aback. Within half a year, this child went from scoring below average to scoring full marks. Like the previous case, this child is the eldest of 3 children. Her mother also said that she spends a lot of time with this child and that this child needs her the most. You see, the act dumb strategy works. The dumber a child is, the more attention and help a child would get. Our experience helped us identify the third case a lot faster. It took us some time to troubleshoot because we were not as close to his mother. So we had little idea of the family dynamics until one weekend. That weekend, his mother was away at the ballet competition with his younger sibling. This child was already sloppy and careless. On this day, the quality of his work was the worst we had ever seen him produce. His brain had completely shut down. He also completely drifted off in class. If you know our classes, you will know that it is quite hard to drift off. Yet, he still drifted off. He was on strike. Since his mother was off giving her time to another sibling, he refused to work. So, I engaged his mother. Then, I heard a familiar cry. This child took a lot from her. This child required her attention all the time. That she spends the most time with this child. Do you see a pattern? With even more experience, we got even faster at identifying the fourth case. This child cleared the first round of GEP testing, yet he could not answer simple questions such as those that asked for his opinion. Other children who did not clear GEP testing had breezed through such questions. His incompetence sucked attention from everyone. At one point, 3 people attended to him at the same time, a fellow student and the 2 teachers present. We all waited for gold to drop from his mouth. You see, just like that, he became the center of attention. When I contacted his mother, the same pattern appeared again. He was the elder or eldest child. He had highly intelligent and busy parents. And this child required a lot of their time and attention. So, why do these children underperform on purpose? You see, if your children's ages are close enough, when the younger one is born, the older one is still not quite out of their baby stage yet. The new baby then naturally sucks attention from everyone, simply because they are completely helpless. If the slightly older child is intelligent, they will figure out that if they regress and act helpless, they will successfully grab their parents' attention and time. When parents remain clueless, the issue worsens over the years. The older child would act more and more helpless. It becomes another issue when puberty hits. During puberty, there is a process called synaptic pruning. Basically, after spending an entire childhood acting dumb, they can really become dumb after puberty. The solution to this phenomenon is twofold. On one hand, the eldest child must realize that they will only get attention if they perform, not underperform. On the other hand, there must be a conscious effort to divide time and attention equally between children. You should not simply tell your elder child that the younger ones are helpless and thus require more of your time. If you have any questions, you can email us at petunialee@collabcorner.com.